Hello and welcome back, mere pyare students. I know, exams are right here, and this Plant Kingdom chapter, it can feel a bit heavy, right? So many new names, so many groups, but please don't you worry. Today we're gonna revise this whole chapter, fast, just like you swipe through your favorite reels. Chalo, let's make this chapter your biggest strength.
Yes, बिल्कुल टेंशन नहीं लेने का. Your favorite tutor is here and I promise we'll make everything crystal clear. Just think of this chapter like a story, okay? It's the epic tale of how plants evolved, from tiny little things in the water to conquering the whole world, one level at a time. So are you ready? Let's begin!
Okay, so let's just dive right in. We're starting at level 1 of our plant evolution game, the algae. These are the simplest, the most ancient plants, our very own water babies. They're the ones who started this whole story, right there in the water. So, what exactly are algae? The definition is actually super simple. They have chlorophyll, which means they can make their own food. They are mostly aquatic, they live in water, and the most important word you have to remember is thalloid. It just means their body is a simple bag-like structure. No proper roots, no proper stem, no proper leaves, nothing. That's why they are the original gangsters, the OGs of the plant world. Now, don't think that just because they have simple bodies, they are boring. No, these plants are actually quite fashionable. They come in 3 main colors. And this is not just for style, okay? These colors are the key to how we classify them into 3 big groups. So come on, let's meet these fashionistas. First up, we have the green algae, or Chlorophyceae. Look at these examples, like this beautiful ball-like Volvox or that thread-like Ulithrix. Now these guys are the true superstars because it is believed they are the ancestors of all the big plants we see on land today. So you can imagine they are very important. Next, let's look at the brown algae, or Phaeophyceae. And let me tell you, these can become giants. Some of them, like kelps, form these huge underwater forests. And get this, they can grow as tall as a 30-story building. I mean, can you even imagine a plant that tall? Amazing!
And finally, we have the red algae, or Rhodophyceae. These are the deep-sea divers of the plant world. You know why? They have a special red pigment, which is like a superpower. It lets them catch sunlight even in the deep, dark parts of the ocean, where other plants just can't survive. How cool is that, right?
Okay, exam alert. Full attention here. This table is your cheat code for algae. Just focus on the main differences, okay? The pigments that give them their color and what food they store. Screenshot this. Right now, I can almost promise you'll get a question from this table. And before we move on to the next level, here's a mind-blowing fact for you. These tiny, simple algae, they perform at least half, that's 50% of all the carbon dioxide fixation on Earth. In simple words, it means half the oxygen we breathe comes from them. So what's the lesson? They may be small, but they are mighty.
All right, level 1 complete. Ding, ding, ding. Let's level up. So our plants are getting ambitious. They're trying to move out of the water and explore a new world. So let's meet the Bryophytes, the brave pioneers who took the very first steps onto land.
And this is what they look like. I'm sure you have seen them. You know that green, velvety carpet that grows on old walls and damp places, especially during monsoon? That's them. The pictures here are from your textbook. On one side is Marchantia, a liverwort, and on the other is Funaria, a moss. Just remember these 2 examples.
Okay, exam time again. This is the most repeated, most favorite question of every single examiner. I'm telling you, you're probably going to see this in your paper. Why are bryophytes called the amphibians of the plant kingdom? Just think for a sec. What do we know about amphibians, like a frog? And there's your answer. It's so simple. Look, point number 1. They live on soil, on land. But, and this is a big but, just like a frog needs water to lay its eggs, these plants absolutely need water for their sexual reproduction. The male parts have to swim to the female parts. So, simple way to remember, they live on land, but they need water for love. Easy, right? One more important word for this level, gametophyte. I know, it sounds a bit scary, but don't worry, let's break it down. Gameto is for gametes, sex cells, and phyte means plant. So it's just the gamete-producing plant. That's it. That's its main job. And remember, it is haploid or N, which means it only has a single or half set of chromosomes. Level 2, done. Now for the next big upgrade. See, to really truly conquer land, plants needed a new superpower. So welcome to Level 3, the Pteridophytes. This is the group that got the pipeline power-up.
So what was this amazing power-up? It was vascular tissues. You already know them as xylem and phloem. Just think of it like this. For the very first time, plants installed a plumbing system, pipes, inside their body. Xylem is the pipe that brings water up from the soil, and phloem is the pipe that sends food down from the leaves. This was a total game changer. It meant they could grow tall and live away from water.
And because of this fantastic upgrade, we now have the first true land plants. Just look at this beautiful fern. Unlike the Bryophytes, their main plant body is now a sporophyte, which is diploid, or 2N, meaning it has the full set of chromosomes. And this body has proper true roots, a true stem, and true leaves. This was a massive, massive level up in our game.
We're almost there. We're reaching the final boss levels now. So, our plants have plumbing, they can grow tall, but what's the ultimate weapon for survival and for dominating the world? It's the seed. So let's meet the two final superstars of the plant kingdom, the Gymnosperms and the Angiosperms.
So here they are. On your left, you have a gymnosperm. This is a cycas plant. And on the right, you have an angiosperm, which includes all the flowering plants we see around us. Now, both of them produce seeds, but there's one huge difference that separates them into two different levels. And here is that key difference. In gymnosperms, well, the word gymno actually means naked, so their seeds are naked. They are not protected inside any fruit. Think of them like the beta version of a new software. But angiosperms, they are the final, fully upgraded version. Their seeds are smartly and safely packed inside a fruit, and this gives them a huge, huge advantage. Phew, we have covered all the levels. So, are you ready for the final super fast revision? This is the ultimate cheat sheet. It puts the entire story of the plant kingdom on one single slide. Let's do this.
Just look at this beautiful table. It tells you the whole story in one go. Just follow the columns from top to bottom. Can you see the evolution? From a simple thalloid body to a sporophyte. From no vascular tissue to having it. And from no seeds to naked seeds, and finally to seeds inside a fruit. Bachcho, please take a screenshot. This is the most important slide for your last-minute revision. Everything is connected here.
And that's it. See? The plant kingdom is not so scary after all, is it? It's just a simple story of evolution, of plants leveling up from little water babies to becoming the masters of the land. Just remember this story, revise with this explainer, and I am telling you, you will absolutely ace this chapter. You've got this. All the very best for your exams.